You are in for a real treat this morning. We almost call it motivational therapy. Dr. Michelle Rozen is a psychologist. So the doctor is in.
You know, people talk about change management and they say, oh, everybody hates change. Nobody likes change. We don't know how to lead through change. Why? If you want any kind of change in your lives, in your career, with your team at work, whatever it is, you're basically asking yourselves or others to spend more than the 20%. And the brain does not like that. The brain loves being on 20%.
I am not doing more of the same anymore. And doing more of the same can be very misleading. It can be one time a negative comment, one time a negative email, one time an unpleasant conversation, and then people come to me and say, I've tried everything.
Having 50% responsibility means that I have 50% power to change the dynamics. I'm never going to change you, but I can change our whole relationship just by changing my 50%.
Listen, I'm standing there by the elevator button, hitting the button over and over again. I feel like doing something different because I want to get a different result. So I'm just going to do something different. That's great for me. That's a great opportunity. How about I do that?
She's a celebrity. She has appeared on NBC, ABC, CNN, Fox News. She writes for the Huffington Post, and she has authored 3 different books. She lives in New York, but she's agreed to come to Dallas, spend some time with us today, and don't think you're going to be lying on the therapist's couch, because this is an interactive session and we need some audience participation.
That really struck a chord when you said that, so.
Did everyone hear what he said? He said, I will regret this.
When you have something as important as this on your agenda, you definitely want to set a deadline.
Right? Okay. It's getting comfortable already. I'm already like antsy. Okay.
I say put the card somewhere where you can see it every day.
I'm only up here because it was my only way to feel courageous and brave.
I said I want to be more mindful.
Yep.
And per your suggestion, laser focused.
Yep.
Because this is where you tell your brain, excuse me, you're not in control, because you're going to put fear in my mind. I'm in control.
Change button for you. And when I talk about change, I don't just talk about how do we change the way we handle clients and how do we change the way we do business and how do we change the way we operate in the workplace. I talk about everything. I want to give you the master key to change whatever hurts you, whatever doesn't work for you. All the areas that you're looking to grow in your life as team members, as leaders, as individuals, as family members, community members. Knowing how to manage change is the master key to everything. And that's what I want to talk about today.
So please join me in welcoming Dr. Michelle Rozen, a change therapist and a change motivator. Dr. Michelle.
Anybody here works in a building that has an elevator? Raise your hand if you do. Elevators? Okay. Watch this. Tell me if you've ever seen this before. I mean, seriously? How many times do you see this? Someone comes to the elevator, they hit the button, the elevator's not coming, so what do? What do? Hit again. And it's not coming, so what do? Hit again, longer and harder, and now with frustration because it's not coming any faster.
And I like to look. I'm an observer. I like to look at people and behavior. That's just my thing. It's my hobby. So I looked at this and I thought to myself, how come? How come our mind is wired so that we do things that don't make any sense? Because we all know if you ask anybody, anybody will tell you the elevator's not coming any faster if you hit it over and over again, right? And we still do it. Me too, right? So I asked myself, why? And then I asked myself, Michelle, where in your life do you do that? Where in your life do you stand by the elevator button and you hit it over and over and over again, and then with increased intensity just to get the same result? And this, my friends, because by now we're friends, this is the basis of change. Because by default, when we're not focused, we're always going to stand there in our lives with the people we love and with the people we need, and we're going to hit the elevator button over and over again and repeat the same behaviors just to get the same result. So everything that we'll talk about today has to do with how do we not do that? Because most of the world, outside of you guys, we're going to do something differently today, and I'll teach you how to negate that, but most of the world does exactly that. Most of the world stands by the elevator button, hits it over and over again, repeats the same behavior again, just to get the same results, and then says, why? Why does it always happen to me? Maybe it's destiny, it's got to be some kind of force. No, it's not. You're standing by the elevator button. Every time before I go on stage, as much as I love it, I'm always nervous, but then I say to myself, it's a privilege to come to a point that you actually make an impact, and it comes with a huge amount of responsibility, and I'm here to step up for that responsibility and do the very best job that I can. And if I manage to touch one person, two people out of no matter how many hundreds or thousands, I did my job.